Hello. Right, sir. You right, Welsh? Oh, stop that. Let me just get the link. You right, Nat? Trying to find the link. I cannot find the link. Give me a sec. There we go. Right, I'm putting the link up now. This is going to be a good topic, and a lot of people need to understand what this means for them, because it's a big step that Hawaii's done here. Right. The link's there. Somewhat on.
I've got play someplace, I think. There's post tank gun on 47. Hi Paul, how you doing, buddy?
You alright, fella?
Yeah, this is Michael. Say hello.
Hello.
We've just been picking up some plastic pipe connections.
What for?
He's putting a frag tank in his Red Sea Reef.
What in the sun? You there, Andy? Breaking up there, fella.
So, fucking hell.
I was going to say you're breaking up.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I can't hear you that well.
Yes, Seymour, we get Flame Angels from there. You get, what is it? I've got a list. Give me a second. There's actually, I have to get a fish to get from Hawaii, so. I'll just get the name myself. Right, I'm back. Right, let's have a look at the fish. There's a few fish. The Achilles, that's from Hawaii. So you've got your Achilles tang, you've got your yellow tang, you've got your flame angel. Bear with me, let me have a look at this. Yeah, but yellow tangs, if you think about it, everyone's got a yellow tang. And the price are going to go through the roof. They're going to be worth more than gold. Think of it that way. Yeah, you got Achilles, Chevron, Flame Angels, Flame Hawkfish. All from Hawaii.
Hey, what's up, man?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you said yellow tangs, I know. Um, Flame angels.
Yeah, Achilles. Yeah, Flame Angels from there, aren't they?
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah, they are. Definitely.
Is it also fish and just fish or fish and corals?
Well, it says fishery, so that could be all of it, couldn't it? Until it's been done. Basically, anything is the aquarium fishery has been altered. So anything to do with an aquarium, I'd put it that way.
What about? Isn't there some kind of dish that's also made from Isn't there some kind of dish that's made that's made? Wow, I mean,
They eat them over there in Hawaii, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah, but they're allowed to catch them for food, but they're not allowed to catch them for the hobbyist, basically like for hobbyists to export. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but that's the thing. It starts at one place, and where's it going to go next?
Hawaiian High Court halts unlimited collection of reef fish. Until the state reviews the trade. I didn't realize that it was unlimited. I thought, okay, I
think it works out. It works out. They're taking between 550,000 and 1 million out of the water a year.
Yeah, I honestly don't know much about this, Paul. I got to read and see what but just from some stories I just read, it looks like they had some areas that you were banned from collecting, but it looks like they were, you could collect as long as you were not in one of the areas that they there were some areas that no collection was allowed at all. But as long as you weren't in one of those areas, they allowed you to basically collect whatever you want. So right now,
like Brett said there, Brett said that they're in Key West. They are in Key West, but the biggest exporter on the planet is Hawaii. So the price will go up.
Yeah. So the guy says, so now what they're going to do is it's a halt. And now they're probably going to look and do studies and see how it impacts the environment. And then you probably have to get a license to
Well, I say it won't affect me because one, I don't want a yellow tang, I don't want a firefish, I don't want an Achilles tang. Do you know what I mean? I don't want I personally don't want fish. Do you know what I mean? And for me, it's more wrasse and things like that I like, but you can get them from around the world. But some people, and especially LFSs, do you know what I mean? They'll affect them. It'll affect all the people that catch them for the hobby. You know what I mean? There's a lot of jobs at stake.
Yeah, they said there's a fishery of Hawaii's Big Island that is among the best managed in the world.
Exactly.
I mean, let's see. You're right. The price of yellow tang might, might explode.
It's like you said that they're in Key West. I can't see the United States saying, "Yeah, crack on. You take what they're not taking." That'll never happen. If anything, America will most probably. If
in Florida, you can't even collect certain things because I had a guy that brought me a coral. He lives in Florida. He goes out, and dives for himself, and he brought me something. And the other day I took it to the fish store and I was just talking to the guy at my LFS and I say, hey, this guy in Florida, because he never saw that color before. And he's like, I can't have that in my store. I was gonna, give him a frag because I know the guy at the LFS, and he said it's illegal to collect anything in Florida. So he didn't even want the thing in his store. So I think there's other places in the U.S., like I know there's laws in Florida that you can't collect certain things.
Well, if he got a frag of it, he's not picked it. He's got it from an hobbyist.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know why he wouldn't have picked it. I think it's important to know that the hobby will be changing. I think it'll change at a lot of places where things are disappearing. There is too much fish being caught. You know what I mean? It isn't sustainable. It's the amount of deaths though. How many deaths do they get? For every million they catch, how many deaths is there? You know what I mean? Of the fish.
I gotta admit, I think we can do better. Like I don't know. Oh, wait, Brett is saying I'm wrong. So I'll admit that. So he said no oral, that's wrong. With a proper license, collecting aquarium species is perfectly fine. Oh, but this guy didn't have a license. I think probably that's what the owner of the LFS realized. Because I said, hey, the guy just has a boat and he just goes out and collects stuff. So yeah, he doesn't have a license. I'm pretty sure the guy doesn't have a license. So maybe that's why maybe the guy at the LFS picked up on that and said, I don't want it. But you know what? I not because I'm a reefer, I'm saying this, but we collect stuff from the reefs for aquariums, but imagine what's collected each year for like food. A lot of that is not being replenished either. I mean, we're breeding a lot of stuff. Yellow tangs, blue tangs are being captive bred now, which is probably going to take time. But man, imagine what's taken for food. I think sometimes people see us with our tanks and like, oh man, those guys are doing, and we're like, imagine like we're such a small group compared to even freshwater. Really small group compared to even freshwater. We're so small.
Saying that, and they're pulling a million out a year.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fish, isn't it?
Hey, yeah.
How long does it take to grow to a certain size? You know what I mean? It takes longer than a year, doesn't it? So they're taking a lot of the. Because you see, when you go to LFS, you see a lot of babies. Do you know baby tangs? So they don't even have time to grow.
Hey, Brett, I don't know, but Brett, while we were talking, I fired the guy a text because I talked to the guy, all the time. So I just texted him and asked him about, collecting and if he has a license. So when he gets back, I'll let you know. When he answers, I'll let you know.
What's up, y'all?
You all right?
Good morning.
Oh, hey, you sound like you're still sleeping.
Yeah, I just woke up and looking for my phone. I gotta go to work. I can't find my phone.
Yeah, King of Salt. At the minute, no more fish from Hawaii. No.
Yep.
But nobody knows how long it's going to be. We don't know when the review's going to be, and it's altered till the review. The review.
I think it's a good thing.
And the review might even say,
everything that you take needs time to replenish. When you don't have time to replenish things, then things become instinct, and then you don't see them around anymore. That's the same thing what happens with people that do game hunting. They kill off these animals for prizes, and then all of a sudden the animals become protected because there's 5 in the whole world. You have to give time for Mother Nature to replenish itself when you take that much from it. So
yeah. I say in a way it's a good thing, but like I say, how far is it going to actually go? If it starts at one place, that's what usually happens. People usually follow suit.
And yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, obviously they're doing it for a reason because they're seeing the deplenish in the fish that's in their native land. So
I don't see a problem with it. My Yeah, I agree with you mostly, Mage. My thing is, I think sometimes, we're such a, like reefers, like we're such a small population of small amount of people who collect fish, and I think sometimes we get singled out. Like, I don't know what's going on in Hawaii. This is not like a knee-jerk reaction that somebody actually sees, like, oh my gosh, these fish populations are going down. I hope it's something that was done with some common sense and just not a knee-jerk reaction from someone that says, hey, those guys shouldn't be collecting fish anyway.
Well, we might be a small community. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many reefers are out there, but I'm looking at the fact on how many fish they catch in multitude and how many die and how many actually make it to your house in your aquarium. And then when it gets then when it gets to your aquarium, how long can you keep that fish alive until it dies, and then you go get another one? You see what I'm saying? There's a cycle, so because of that, you're catching more fish. And I know you talked about people that eat these type of fish. I think there's more people who keep these fish than eat these fish. To be honest with you, I never knew people eat tangs or whatever unless you go to that particular country where that's a delicacy in that country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been to Hawaii.
It's like we eat cod. They eat tangs.
I've been to Hawaii, and to be honest with you, not a lot of those places in Hawaii, at least for tourists, not a lot of those places even eat those type of fish that come from the water. I've been to Hawaii many times, so I think the hobby outweighs the people actually who catch them and eat them. And I think those people who catch them and eat them are native, and they understand that the water, the ocean needs a break to replenish their food. And not to just go out there and massive kill. I mean, that wouldn't make sense. But when you're doing it for a hobby, just like when I used to breed puppies. It's the same thing. You have people who have puppy mills who breed the hell out of a dog, don't let the dog heal, and you have dogs that are born with disorders and things like that. But when you have a breeder that actually cares for the animal and gives the animal the time it needs to heal, and then you have better bred of puppies or whatever. So I don't know. I guess it falls down to people who actually not only care about the hobby but care about the animal as well. I think they really wouldn't mind so much because they care more about the animal than they do about their tank. I don't know. I guess it's just how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
And that those fish are needed to do other things in the ocean that just, swim around. So if it's depleting, then you don't have that cycle in the ocean like you're supposed to. And who knows what breaks down when that happens.
Yeah. I'll try. I'll get the ruling here. I've got the ruling somewhere, so people can have a read of it.
It sucks for us, but I think ultimately it'll be a good thing. I think that's my overall feeling. Like I said, I just hope that it's not a knee-jerk reaction to something, because I've seen decisions like that made where it's like a knee-jerk reaction. But I think they say right now they stop it, and they're going to conduct studies to see exactly what's the impact. And then, then they'll decide how they're going to proceed going forward.
Right, yeah. Right. So I know I read something a while back where they were catching the yellow tangs, and they had a garbage can full of yellow dead tangs, bags of them.
I've put if anyone wants to see the ruling, I've just put the link in there now. You click on that, that's the full ruling. It's a few pages, but it just gives you the breakdown of what they're doing.
They said this person, she's been diving since 1983. She noticed that fish species that are prized by the aquarium trade have abruptly disappeared from a lot of dive sites.
So if anyone's got a yellow tank, keep hold of it. It'll be worth a lot of money soon.
Yeah, I have one yellow tang. I never planned on getting another one. Cause my yellow tang is crazy. He beats up everybody.
I said, the lovely fish.
Yeah, I like them. I just won't get another one in there. They might take over the tank.
Can't get the bloody chat back up.
Well, yeah, King of Salt, if we don't try to stop it, then it'll be just like mammals, where you see the only way you can see certain animals is in a zoo. So you at least have to try, right?
It's like, it is true though. Every LFS you go into, you always see tanks full of tangs.
Yeah. All my LFSs out here have a tank full of tangs, and they use them, for algae control. So.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, they'll be from Hawaii.
Probably so.
I just thought of something. I just thought of something while you guys were talking. What it's probably going to force us and the fish stores to do is to just take better care. If the price of the fish goes up, it'll force us to take better care of the fish, like watching out for medicating,
Exactly.
Taking care of disease, proper quarantine, like all this stuff is going to force us to keep the fish we have healthier and not
And it should
treat them like throwaways a little bit. A tang dies,
like, oh well, I'll go get another one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the attitude of most hobbyists. That's the
Yeah.
attitude that they have. They don't be like, well, let me fix the conditions
Yep.
that cause my fish to die before I go out and get another fish.
It probably also do the same thing for corals too, where if we can collect corals, eventually, like, the corals we have, we'll take better care of them because it's not easily replaceable.
Right, and it's expensive. So
Yes.
when it starts digging into your pocket, then you be like, you know what, let me do something a little bit different,
Yep.
which you probably should have done in the first place, but you
Yep.
don't think about it until
Yep.
you got a hole in your pocket.
Yep.
So.
And then research on fish disease, because right now, we have some medication that treats some stuff, but it's really hard to treat, so probably, hopefully, research gets done on treating fish diseases better. And, we'll get medication and products on the market that helps us do that better. I'm not, I hope that happens. That can only be a good thing. So I was about to rehome my yellow tang. So now I might just get rid of the other tags and hold on to him a little bit longer because now he's precious.
Man, hang on to all your fish. Just get a big tank.
Yeah, but
I'm not giving my fish away at all to nobody.
I can't get a bigger tank here, so it's gonna be.
Well, if they're happy in your tank, then they're happy. I would say just leave them.
Yeah, but they're gonna get big. I know they're gonna get big.
Oh yeah. But by that time, you might be able to get a bigger tank. Never know.
Yeah. No, Brett, I didn't get a response yet. No. But I really do think though that this guy owns a vacation home in Florida and just goes out and collects because he's just
Yeah, you could collect in Florida because the LFS I deal with in Florida, he goes out and dives all the time for his store, live rock and other stuff.
This is somebody that brought back stuff from Panama. I told him he was taking a big risk. He said, "Yeah, but
well, he the black market seller."
It's not. No, he I trade with him all the time, so he gets some nice stuff. The sea cucumbers I have in my tank, I got them from him. And he said these breed, and to be honest, they do breed. I've even had to take some out.
I'm glad you're on here. My skimmer is not broken in yet.
Not?
How long's it been
not broken in yet?
It's been a while now.
let's see, I ordered it on the 8th. So, and I got it probably maybe within that week. So maybe been about maybe 4 weeks, I guess.
Yeah, that's too long.
That's well too long.
Yeah, that's well too long. Like mine is humming. The only time, so I cleaned mine yesterday. I let it lag. I didn't clean it for maybe 2 weeks. So when I put it, I cleaned. Yeah, mine is skimming great.
Hold on, Brett. Live rock is not illegal to collect when you're the one putting the rock out there to become live rock.
Oh. So if you put your own rock out there and then you go pick up.
They have a spade. They have a spot where they transport dry rock and put it in a spot, and then over time they come back and collect that same rock that they put out there.
That's what Tampa Bay's saltwater and some other rock places.
Yeah, a lot of places do it that way because it is illegal just to get rock from the ocean that's already been there. But if you are bringing, I forgot what they call that rock, and you sit it in a location and let it, over time, and you collect it over time from that same location, that's not illegal.
So Brett, so the guy just texted.
How do they know that you've put it there though?
I don't know. They have a certain spot, so I don't know. Maybe they talk to whoever they talk to, but yeah, there's a lot of places who do that. Not a lot of LFSs who sell live rock do that.
Yeah, I know Tampa Bay and a couple other places online that I was looking at when I was thinking of buying live rock. A friend.
No, I don't go to Barrier Reef. I go to Salty Bottom.
That sounds so dirty. Salty Bottom.
Salty Bottom.
Do you get slippery dicks from there?
Yeah, you might. You know what? I should call and be like, "Can you give me a slippery dick?" Oh. But yeah, back to my skimmer. So, yeah, I don't know what to do.
How do you?
It's all the way open, and I took the baffles out of my sump to drain to get the water level down to like 5 inches.
Huh. You have a 200. What do you have? A 180i?
The 200i.
You have a 200i. What's the recommended water level for it? 7
to 8.
All right, so I have mine in 8. So put it in 8.
I'm not putting it in 8. It's if I put the water level up higher, it's just going to overflow more.
Really?
Yes, that's the problem. The water, the thing is all the way open.
You have the gate. You have the gate on what, 100 or 0?
It's on 100.
Is 100 all the way open, or is 100 0? I don't.
I thought 100 was all the way open, because if I put it back to 0, it really starts to start going.
All right. All right. All right, Mage. I gotta research and check. But here's what I do. Here's what happens to me. Like,
let me tell you what happens if I put my hand a little bit over the intake where it sucks in the water, right? The foam will go down some. So I think it's just sucking in. It's sucking in too much, and I can't control that.
So here's what you can do, Mage, temporarily. I don't think this is a long-term solution, but here's what you can do temporarily. I'm gonna have to check some stuff out because I have to look at my bulk resupply order history. But you can attach to the exit of your air valve. You can probably attach a piece of hose there with something to tune the air down. That should help. I'll get to you.
I saw a thing on that. So if I put like a valve right there to where I can tune the air down, because I thought, like, okay, this is why I didn't think that would work, because I put my finger on top of the little silencer. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I put my hand on top of the silencer and the bubbles go up.
Yeah, but there's a difference between less air and a little less foam versus you just covering it fully.
Okay, so if I cover it,
cover it halfway and see what happens.
I can do that right now. Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
So there's a couple things you can try. There's a couple things I think you can try. You can adjust the air on the skimmer down. Also, this has happened to me before where I don't know what it was. I think someone said the surface, there was something in my water that was causing my skimmer to overflow. And overflow bad. So what I did was when I was doing a water change, I turned off my auto top off and mixed up my salt water, my fresh salt water, and let the skimmer overflowed into like a 5-gallon bucket. And then as the water level in the sump got low, I just kept replacing it with fresh salt water. And eventually, after about a bucket and a half, my skimmer calmed down because at the time I was using the putty to.
Yeah, I read that too, but
at the time
I know I don't use.
That's also
I know I don't use any putty because my rocks are glued.
There might be something in your water. I don't know what it was. That's why I switched from putty to super glue. But there might be something. Like I know sometimes when I do certain medication, like when I do red slime remover, or I use something in my water. Sometimes
See, I was medicating my tank before I got the skimmer. But I've also done water changes to get that medicated because I had another skimmer in here. And that skimmer was fine. And I just did like a 30-gallon water change yesterday.
Yeah, I think either one of those two, but I think try the air valve first. I think that's going to be the easier.
So like so I put my finger halfway over the hole. What do I do to make the foam go down?
Oh, the foam doesn't go down when you do that?
No, when you put your hand over the silencer, the foam goes up. Go do it on yours. Watch. You put your hand over the silencer, that foam goes up.
All right. Hang on a sec.
It starts really bubbling. Didn't hear it making a noise. I don't know.
You're still there?
Yeah.
Just gone quiet. No talking, no one on the chat. I'm like, ooh.
Just trying to get this skimmer right, man.
All right, Midge. You're right on that one.
Yeah, if I put my hand, the little white knob down there that you can turn, I really don't know what that's for, but if I put my hand over that, the foam goes down.
The white knob?
Yeah, for the pump. The one that slips in the water.
Is it the air valve?
Wait.
Is it when you put it over the air valve?
Yeah, inside the water, the pump inside the water. If I put my hand over that, the foam goes down.
If you put your hands over hey, how do you have the volute turned? Do you have it all the way open or all the way down?
What is that? Is that the white thing on the pump?
Yeah, the white thing on the pump.
It's however they sent it. It's closed, or I don't know if that's closed or open, but it's not. It's like I don't have to turn it. Like I can't turn it the other way because it's I guess all the way closed. I don't know.
All right.
I didn't mess with it, so it's however they sent it. That's how it is.
All right. So if you're gonna go to work now, Mitch, then don't mess with it. But mess with that when you come home because that controls the air to water mix. That's how much air the skimmer pulls in and mixes with the water. That's
okay. So let me ask you. Okay, so when you turn it to where it comes out further into the water, is that closing it or opening it? That's more air.
That's more air. Yeah. So they told
Okay.
me the
Well,
instructions. My instructions told me to close it fully, and then open it like 2 full turns and leave it there and don't adjust it. But you might have to, yeah.
well, let me tell you this: if turning that to where it sticks further out into the water
Yeah.
is drawing more water into that thing,
More air.
then right, then I don't want to do that, right?
Yeah, you want to, yeah, you, so I don't know how exactly it does. I just follow the directions, but that's something I think you can mess with to like allow more air or I'm not sure, but that's another adjustment you can make. So that's something.
So let me ask you something. When you turned that, did your foam level go down or up?
You are, oh man, Mage, you're gonna let me mess with my skimmer right now. So let me
Nah,
go.
I just want you to
I'll
remember.
I don't remember. So let me go mess with mine now and see what it does.
Oh Lord. Okay. I want less water, narcosis. It's sucking in too much stuff too fast.
I made so turning it, opening it more, opening it. What it did is the bubbles got smaller and the bubbles went lower in the skimmer. So
So when you open it more, right? Hold on, let me put my hand in. So I need to see if that's counterclockwise or
a bottle.
clockwise.
Opening is like you opening a bottle. So when I turned it like I was opening a bottle, the bubbles got smaller in the skimmer.
And is that like where it sticks out further?
Yeah, it sticks out further. Yeah, like you opening a bottle.
Okay. I'm just turning it a little bit. This thing's getting on my nerves. It's causing water to come on the floor because the bubbles is popping. And
I know. Yeah. I really do think though, Mage, the next time you do a water change, I think you should try just letting it drain. I just use like a piece of 1/2 inch or less than 1/2 inch tubing.
Then I broke the ozone thing off.
Oh, I broke it too. I break it on every Vertex skimmer I have. I just put the cap.
Can you order another one? I put the cap on the pump.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's how I have mine running now.
Oh, can you order another one of these red things or no? That thing is so like the tubing, the rigid tubing they send you doesn't. You have to like.
Hey, Beige, I shot a video saying that. I thought I'd included it in my review of the skimmer, but because it had like a couple views and comments, I didn't want to re-upload the video. But yes, that happens with every Vertex skimmer I have. The damn thing broke, and it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that ozone thing, it's breaking either because it's not thick enough or because you're trying to put that tube they send with you. The tube is tighter.
Yeah.
The diameter is tighter. I had to take a Phillips screwdriver and stick it in the tube and grind it to where it made it wide enough for me to stick on the ozone thing.
Yeah, because the ozone, you need a type of it's ozone resistant cabling. So it doesn't, it needs to be like if you put regular silicone and you try to do regular tubing, if you're doing ozone, it'll crack after a time. It'll crack real easy. So
they could have made a tube where the diameters was a little bit bigger or something. Shit.
I'm gonna agree with you 100% there. Like I said, I'm sorry I forgot to put that in my video.
I thought they sent the wrong tubing for the thing, but then when I went to look on some other stuff, some people said the same thing. They said the only bad part built on these skimmers is that ozone thing.
Yep. I'm a comment on your video, and you could just pin that comment to the top, or make a comment on your video like telling people like, hey, I like the skimmer, but the damn ozone thing breaks easy. It does break easy.
Right. I mean, I don't use ozone, but I do have an ozone thing. And if I want to use, I'll just have to run the cable directly to the pump where the other outlet